Started on another little project today. This is one for an old family friend of mine who's getting on. He's in his 90s. He needs a handrail for his rear patio, his porch decking. So he has two steps coming off the deck, one at either end. And he has an existing handrail at one end, but he doesn't have one at the other, and he took a spill a couple of weeks ago. So I'm welding up this this handrail for him, and it's pretty much based off the one he's got. So I've stuck with the same size materials, and I've gone Duragal, just so that it's just easier. If he doesn't want to paint it, he doesn't have to. And so basically what we've got is this. This is all it is. This is based off the existing one that he's got. So he doesn't actually have this leg here. This leg's going to run to a post on his that's holding up the roof on his decking. And I'll just weld a tab off here so that I can coach bolt it to the post. But it's pretty simple. Just got to cut a couple of angles. It's on a 60-degree slope. Unfortunately, my drop saw's only got a range of 45 degrees, so I'm going to have to do all the angle cuts with a hand grinder. But that's no dramas. Okay, so we get our 60-degree cut. I'm going to have to cut this in 3 stages. So I'm just going to have to cut across the top here and then cut down both of the sides. And should work out okay. Okay, I've got all the pieces cut. Not that I had many to cut, I only had 2 to cut. But I've ground all the areas around the cuts. So I want to get some gas so I can weld it together. It's not too bad. I've got a feeling that the lady I'm going to do this for is going to complain because her other hand railing was welded like this in the middle, so it went skinny ways. And I have no problems doing this one that way, but I have an issue doing it up the top here because I need this hand railing to run to the post, the wooden post on the veranda. So it would look a little funny to have maybe this like this, and then like I can't sit that off there. I could sit it here, but I still think that looks extremely strange. It just looks like there's no thought gone into it whatsoever. It just looks really strange. So I think my way's better. But I know I've known this lady my whole life, but I know that she'll pick it straight away. She'll pick it straight away and she'll say that's not the same as the one we've got. But yeah, just means I'm going to have to go slightly longer bolts here, where I only needed to sort of go through 25 mil cross section here and then just go through the 6 mil plate that their steps are made out of. Yes, 6 mil. It's huge, 1/4 inch. I'm just going to have to go 50. I'm going to have to drill down through here to put it in. So yeah, but I'm not actually going to put anything together. I'm going to take it to their house and I'm going to do a dry fit up. I'm going to take all my clamps and I'm going to clamp everything up and make any alterations I need to make in the way of height and all the rest. Because the only thing I know 100% for sure that is right is that it had 160mm overhang on the other one. The rest of it is just bang. Just from what I measured up. I used my protractor to get the right angles, so it shouldn't be too far off. But you know, before I commit to welding it, I'll pop around on Friday and I will do a dry fit up, and hopefully she doesn't even realise. But that, you know, it's a very simple construction and it should work alright for them. It's better than what they've got at the moment, which is nothing. Another good thing too was that my sheeting came in today. I went and picked that up, so it's done in the same colour as my fascias and guttering. This is the colour Gully. The only problem is, like with everything in my life and everything that I do, somebody always fucks up. It's never me that fucks up, it's someone else that fucks up. So I ordered 5 sheets of this, meant to be cut at 1.9 meters long, and I don't have 5 sheets cut at 1.9 meters long. I have 4 cut at 1.9 long, and as you can see, the other one hasn't been cut. Now I don't know how you can fuck something up like that. Like, it's a special ordering product that had to come from the other side of Melbourne. There was only one order placed for 5 sheets at 1900. So how can you fuck up? So now I've got to go and cut that with an angle grinder, which is, you know, I would rather it be a guillotine cut so I don't burn the edges or anything like that. But if I want to get this done, I've now got to take it back to the place I picked it up from this morning, which gives me the shits. Another thing too, and I should have thought about this last week when I ordered this sheeting, was I wanted some sort of C-channel to go over the top to hide all the raw edges, and they're actually able to bend me up some C-channel, exactly the dimensions I need. Now this is 25 by 25 tubing, so they're going to bend it up with a 25mm return on either side, and they're going to make the top 28mm to accommodate for the sheeting. So I'm getting that to go along the top, so a 3.9 meter length to go all the way to the end. I've ordered 1.9 to go all the way to the bottom. Now that might be a fraction long, but I would rather go long than be short on it, so I don't mind trimming that off because it's so thin I can just use a pair of tin snips on that. But there wasn't much I could do with the bottom. Now the sheets are going to come down and they're going to hang over the wheel. They're going to sit about there, so really there's nothing for me to attach a C-channel to down here. And you sort of really wouldn't want a C-channel on the bottom, because as rain hits this and it runs down the sheet, where's it going to pull? It's going to pull in the C-channel. And although it's Colorbond, and that's Gal, you really don't want water pulling in there. You know, I want water running straight off the face of it and running straight into that sump. So I'm going to do 3 sides. 3 sides will be fine. And I think what I will do with this sheet here that's long is, when I go and pick up the trim for this next week, the C-channel trim, I'm going to take this one sheet back and I'm going to get them to slice it on the guillotine. I'm not going to screw around with it, because, not that I'll stuff it, but if something happens, you know, like even here, like, you know, it's damaged. They've damaged the sheet They're going to say, oh yeah, but that'll be covered by overlap. It's not the point, you know. This was a special order in, and they've fucked the edge on it. So, yeah, if I complain about it, it's going to take another week to get another 5 sheets cut, and then, you know, who's to say that it's not going to get scratched up? Like, this is the back of it, and look at it. It's like, it's fucking scratched everywhere. They tell you that, though. They tell you it's not coloured on both sides, and you accept that it's not coloured on both sides, but, you know, what am I supposed to do with that? What, now have to go out and buy paint in that colour to repaint all this to make it look good on the other side? It's crap. It's crap.